Hi there everybody, it's UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator Halsey here from SlimmandStylish.com. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Today I've got a really simple card for you. This won't take long at all, but I really like it. I think it's ever so effective. And it's more of a naturey card, but it's also got the glitter and glamour on, and I really just like that. And this sentiment here, this is going to be the sentiment I think of this season. I love it. Friendship is found in the simple things. It's a really nice sentiment. So I've used the Enjoy the Moment Cling Stamp set. This is available in the 2021 mini catalogue from Stampin' Up, and it's got all different seeds in. Now I'm not very naturey. I like looking at pretty flowers, but I can never tell you what they are, and so I haven't got a clue what half of these are. I do know that this one is definitely poppy seeds because we've got poppies in the garden, so I do know what they look like. And I also know that this one here grows over the park across the road, and when I was little we used to call them helicopter seeds, and we used to turn them upside down and drop them from above our head, and when they got caught in the wind they'd whiz around and look like the top of a helicopter. And that is as advanced as I am with the seeds. So for this card you're going to need a piece of base cardstock for your card. So I've already cut and scored this. I'm just going to burnish it. Okay, and then to go on there I'm using crumb cake and Very Vanilla, and this is unlike me. I don't often put Very Vanilla with white. Very rarely do I do that, but today I have decided to, and I don't think it looks odd actually. I quite like it, so I might have to do it again sometime. So I've got some crumb cake base stock. This is 10 centimeters by 14.25. And then this one is 9 centimeters by 13.25, so it's a centimetre in. Okay, and this is Very Vanilla. I then have another panel of crumb cake, which is, I've forgotten, 6.5 by 10, which means that this one here is 5.5 by 9. So it's another centimetre in, so you've got another panel like that, and that will go in the middle. In addition, I have some scrap Very Vanilla just to the side of me here, which I'm going to be using for my poppy seed. So I'm just going to get that out, pop it onto a block. And I'm going to pop it onto a H block and hope it fits. It does fit. There we go. Crumb cake ink. And I'm just going to ink that up. And I'm going to stamp it down. It doesn't matter which way you stamp it. I've stamped it diagonally because I'm going to be fussy cutting, and with my hand I like to fussy cut sort of that way. Really up to you. And then I've got this panel piece here, and I'm going to pick out my my chosen sentiment, which, like I said, just shouts to me, that one. I really like it. So friendship is found in the simple things. I'm just going to ink that up, and I'm going to stamp it. It's not in the middle, it's slightly up. It's got a nice frame around it, but this part here is deeper, so it's about there. Actually, it's not, because that's not in the middle at all. Let's go again. Oh, and now it's off to the other side. That'll be fine. We can use that. I can work with that. I'm going to put the lid on before I get my hand stuck in there. And then I'm going to fussy cut around my poppy seeds heads. These are quite simple to go around and to fussy cut because they are, you know, circular. So we got this set free, complimentary, as a demonstrator. Being a demonstrator is great. You get lots of different perks. And this one was free with my registration for On Stage at Home. And I don't know why, I just love free things a little bit better. I get excited whenever they arrive. And it arrived through the post. And I've just been staring at it thinking, what can I do with that? What can I do with it? And I was really sort of drawing a blank to start off with, because it's not my usual bright colours and florals, and I can't really do it in So Saffron or Smoky Slate. So it was a bit more, well, what do I do with this? And I stamped the poppy seeds and cut it out. Bear in mind, I've just got to pop down to the floor and pick up the sentiment I've just dropped down there. And then I just built the card up from there, and I kept thinking, oh, it's a bit simple. I don't think it's going to look right. And at the end, I thought, you know what, I really like it. It might be sort of a simple looking one, but I think it's quite elegant. So I was quite chuffed with the card in the end. It's not normally one I would do. So sometimes you've got to challenge yourselves, right? So I've just stuck my sentiment onto the crumb cake. I am just sticking the bases together. Like that, and then I'm going to stick that on there. I'm not using dimensionals for that bit. I'm sticking it flat. I was tempted to, when I actually made this, to put it on dimensionals, but I ended up sticking this up with dimensionals and then sticking this onto the card with dimensionals. So I thought it already had enough lift going. So this is brand new ribbon. This is the fine art ribbon. This is also in the Stampin' Up catalogue, the Mini 2021. And I really like it. It's a gritty ribbon. And by that, what I mean is it's got some sort of gold thread running through, and it's kind of coarse, and I much prefer coarse ribbons. I'm very fussy. If you ask me to pick a ribbon to look at, I would pick a satin ribbon every time, but to craft with, my favourite is definitely coarse ribbons. They are so much easier to pop into bows, and they don't fall out. Sometimes with a satin ribbon, and I'm just going to grab my dimensionals. Actually, I'm going to grab, I've got a sheet here of, these were mini dimensionals and I finished them. So I'm just going to go around the edges, and I'm just going to lift these off. And I'm going to use this to pop the card up. There is never waste in my household. The Slim household uses every bit of everything. So, yeah, ribbons, coarse ribbons, I find tie a lot better. Okay. I'm also going to pop that in the centre, and then I'm going to put the dimensionals over the ribbon as well, so that it attaches the ribbon to the card. I know it's already attached with a seal, but just in case it comes out, at least it's going to have more things stuck to it. Doing very well getting the backs off these. Normally they come off so easy. There we go. I'm just going to pop that onto the card like that. To finish it off, I'm going to pop my poppy. We do have the poppy set, don't we? Peaceful Poppies. So whenever I say I'm going to pop the poppy, I keep thinking when I turn it over it's going to be the poppies, and it's not, it's the poppy seeds. but I know what I mean. So I'll pop that onto the card. Like that, run it up that side. I've got the fine art, I'm going to make a faux bow, and then finally I'm going to be using the gilded gems, which I fell in love with from the annual catalogue. Very funny story with those. I bought them when the annual catalogue first came out, and they've sat in my little embellishment drawer. So I have a embellishment drawer I'll show you in a second. There's the bow on. Yeah, I have a little embellishment drawer to the side. I have a few different plastic drawers like this. I keep my dimensionals and things like that in them. And I had the gilded gems in there, and I bought them when the annual catalogue first came out, and I thought, oh, they're lovely. And you know, they've just sat there and sat there and sat there. And recently I was like, I'm opening them. Now I can't stop putting them on everything. I think they're lovely. As you can see, I've used quite a few of the smaller ones already. And I only opened these probably just after Christmas, when I was thinking, oh, what can I put onto different cards rather than rhinestones, and started playing with these. So there we go. Card all finished using the Enjoy the Moment cling stamp set. Told you it was a simple one today, but I think quite effective. I hope you've enjoyed today's project. All items that I have used on this video are available to purchase from my store, www.slimandstylish.stampinup.net. Alternatively, if you would like a copy of our catalogues, please send me an email to slimandstylish@live.co.uk or leave me a comment below and I'll get in touch with you. I upload regular content to this channel, so if you do enjoy watching my tutorials, please make sure that you have subscribed and rang the bell to get notifications when new videos go live. Thank you for joining me, and have a lovely day.